morning, everyone. Happy Easter.
Good morning.
Yes, today is Easter on April 5th, and we have a row of decorated Easter eggs here. So I invite you to take them home with you if you want to. And you may be thinking, yeah, I don't want to take one. Take it for kids. Somebody's got to know some kids that want it. Can you imagine going to an Easter party and it's like there's kids there? It's like, oh, it's like there were some Easter eggs they were giving away, and it's like I didn't bother to take any. It was like, and the kids are going, oh, but I would have taken it. So if you take them now, you won't have that trouble. So welcome to Living in Light Church. I am Reverend Robert Ingold. I will be leading services for today. And if you have cell phones, you probably want to put them on Do Not Disturb so they don't disturb us during the service. And of course, we have our typical hot water so we can do chocolate, the coffee, or the tea if you would like to have it. We have canned water, not bottled water because of microplastics.
I thought you were going to say candy.
No, canned. Oh, that's plastic. Now we were warned during one of our seances that you shouldn't be drinking water out of plastic. So, okay. So that's the reason why we switched to cans. And we have books in the back that are available for checkout if you're interested in any one of them. And today is Billet Day. So if you have a question you would like to ask of Spirit, write down the question, fold it once or twice, put a unique mark on the outside of it so that when we get it and we won't know who we're reading for, you will know because, hey, that's my message. That's my symbol I put on there. Okay? And we also have the healing list in the back. So if you know of someone that could use the healing and they can't be here, put their name on the list. And then when we do the healing portion of the service, we will attend to those individuals. Okay. And of course, again, today is Easter, but it's also just after March 31st, which was when modern spiritualism was born. And our Mr. at Training Avery Babon will be explaining about that during his talk. And we will move on to having everyone rise and stand up. So we're going to be singing our first hymnal song, which is A Beautiful Life on page 23 of your hymnal books. The first four verses, I got to check. It might be a fifth verse, but we're only doing the first four. So 23. There it is. Oh, now I see over here it says bluegrass. Skip verses 2 and 5.
Well, at least we got to.
But it's bouncy. It's bouncy. So. And now for the invocation. Spirit of the Infinite, thank you for your unconditional love in this hour and the hours thereafter. We take this time to come together to share our joy of fellowship with each other and you. We are raising our spirits ever higher so that we may take our gifts to others. Let us make the world as you intended with love and kindness. May we make good choices and let our hearts be glad for the sharing of your knowledge. Let us all be blessed. Amen. And you may now sit. And we'll move on to the reading of the principles, which are the foundation of spiritualism. And this is on the inside cover of your hymnal books. And we'll start with number 1, recited together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is in fact scientifically proven by the phenomenon of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals And then we pick our own happiness or unhappiness as to obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through teaching. Again, that's the foundation, the founding principles for the Spiritualist movement, which Avery will be talking about in a little bit. We will now move on to the healing portion of our service. It's like, again, we have the healing book in the back. And if you believe that you've received a beneficial healing, we ask you to fill out an affidavit for Charles. And Avery, you're already covered.
I'm already covered.
Yeah, okay, just Charles then. Please be aware that healing is about the working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. Okay. And remain seated as we recite the the healing hymn on page 109, which is He Healeth Me. Page 109. Okay. He healeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would feel thy life in mine, to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee, since 'tis thy love that healeth me. And then we also have the healing prayer, which should be on the first page or the last page. The book will tell you which page it's on. So it'll either be on the first page or it'll tell you it's on the last page. And we'll be reciting this prayer together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. And now I ask our healers to station themselves at the healing chairs, which is going to be Charles and Avery. It's like the healers, good morning. The healers will be asking for permission to put their hands on their shoulders, and if you don't feel comfortable with that, let them know and they will adjust themselves accordingly. And hands are the focal point of spiritual energy coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of this gift being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. So while we are having some people being healed, the rest of us will go into meditation. Okay, fixing your past meditation. So people tend to have problems that are carryover from past deeds that have been done, and they just stick with them, and mess them up. So this is a meditation to help repair that. And we start by beginning to relax. Take a nice deep breath. You're allowing the tension to release from you and to dissipate. And as the tension leaves your body begins to glow of your full spiritual self. You're quieting your mind so that your higher self can come through. And a cloud of white light begins to envelop you. It starts small, but begins to build up and starts to get stronger and stronger. It now completely surrounds you. It completely surrounds you, and on the outer fringe of that white light is a green light, a healing light that begins to build. As that light builds, you now have two different colors that are surrounding you. A white light, which is nearest you, nearest your body, and a layer of green light that is around that. Now look out in front of you. A temple begins to rise. It is a beautiful pink marble temple dedicated to you. As you continue to relax, you can make out pillars of this white marble. A pink marble staircase descends down to you, inviting you to take a step. And with another nice, long, deep breath, put out your foot and begin to walk up those marble steps. As you ascend, tell yourself, every part of my body is in harmony with the universe. My organs are in tune, and the vibrations of the God of the infinite are with me. Having reached the top of the steps, you now proceed to the entrance, and the big marble doors open to you, allowing you to enter. The healing chairs are available. As you cross the threshold, you notice big murals on the wall, like as if you were going into a museum. But this museum is about you. You begin to notice that there are depictions of your life on these murals. These are moments in your life, a history of what has passed. You can see yourself as a child when you were happy or sad. And if you see a sad time depicted, wave your hand over the image to make it happy. You are fixing your past. Walk on now to the next mural of when you were a teenager. This is a time when you began to form ideas of what you would do with your life. If the image shows an unsettling time, use your hands to wave over that image, to change it, to fix it, to make yourself now content. Go now to the next mural and see yourself in your 20s. Maybe at this time you had a dream of what you planned, but it was changed. Life is an adventure, and no matter how these life events occurred, use your hand, place it up to the mural, and make it right. If this was an unpleasant experience, turn it into a pleasant one. These changes you are making will not change what has happened, but it aids in your consciousness of your soul, of how things could have been different, and what you would have done about them with the knowledge that you now possess. At last, you now come to the end of the hall and to the last mural, but it is blank. This mural is of the future. Place your hand upon this mural and ask that this future brings you abundance. Ask for guidance to show you the road that you must take to achieve your goals. This path will be free of greed. It is by your doing that the image will be fulfilled. Ask that it be for good, for the good of others, as well as yourself. Now turn to see another place, an altar. And upon this altar is the image of yourself in your highest spiritual level. One that is happy, content, younger, brighter, and full of purpose. There are no doubts with this image of your higher consciousness. This is the person that you are hiding from yourself. Remember that you carry this person with you wherever you go. Go now and return to the doorway from whence you came, but now with the reminder of where your strength lies. Descend the steps, taking with you that which you had forgotten. You feel you are in control and not the victim of life. Return to this room, fully alert and with the knowledge of who you really are. You are now alert back into this room. We're all joined together. Okay, that is it for the meditation. And I will go and get the healing book. We've had some people that recently crossed over and they're on this list, so I'm going to recite them. May we hope that they've crossed over completely to the other side. They're being helped, being shown the ropes as it is on the other side, and that they have learned their lessons and can move on with their journey of the infinite of spirit. So bless them all. Now I move on to the healing list. And we ask that you think of thoughts of healing and ask your guides to do so as well for the following people as I call out their names. So we ask that these people receive the healing energies of the universe, that healing energy that can help alleviate their pains, realign their cells, and bring health back to their lives. Or maybe it's mental, or maybe it's emotional. So we ask for corrections to make their lives easier. And that concludes the healing portion of our service. And when the healers are done, they may be seated. And again, if you believe you received a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out an affidavit in the back for Charles. And our minister in training, Avery Babon, will be speaking today. But before he does, we'll warm things up in this room with another hymnal. And that hymnal should be On Higher Ground. Yeah, we want everyone to be on higher ground. So that's page 44 of your hymnal books. Oops. What was that?
Sing high notes.
Uh-oh, start low. I'm pressing on the other way, new heights I'm gaining every day. Still praying as I onward bound, Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lord, lift me up and let me stand, my faith on heaven's table land, a higher plane than I have found. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. My heart has no desire to stay where doubts arise and fears dismay. Though some may dwell where needs abound, my prayer, my aim is higher ground. Lord, lead me out and let me stand, my faith on heaven's table land, a higher plane than I have found. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Fourth verse. I want to scale the upper high and catch a gleam of glory bright. But still I pray till heaven I found, Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lift me up and let me stand, my faith on death and stable land, a higher plane than I have found, Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. And now I will ask Avery to step up.
Well, okay. Today I was going to give a talk about death. Literally, family, I was going to have an anxiety attack, which was going to cause my own death, practically.
Oh, demonstration.
Yeah, pretty much, because I almost lost my speech here today. So, today I was going to talk about death because recently I was doing a study about funerals. Why was I studying about funerals? Because I am going to be a minister in training. Becoming a minister in training comes with a lot of tasks. And one of those tasks is learning a lot of things, such as marriage. I get to marry a lot of people. I also get to report abuse. Well, so do I get to do that as a police officer. I get to report abuse as a police officer, or I actually get to arrest people. And also, one of the other things is I have to deal with funerals. Same thing in law enforcement. I'll also have to deal with lots of funerals in law enforcement. But I will also have to deal with funerals as a reverend as well. So, yes. But instead of talking about funerals, I decided I would like to talk about the birth of spiritualism. In the past few years, since I have gotten older, I've come to the experience of more loved ones and even friends that have passed away. It's unfortunate, yet it is something that we all have to deal with. And as a medium, I get the luxury of still being able to see my loved ones and friends who have crossed over to the other side. And yes, pets. It's really awesome. But you can't really pet them. Not nearly as much as I would love to or like to. But today, let's touch up on the birth of spiritualism, to be more precise. I've always wanted to talk about this, and today I will get that opportunity to. It's always actually fascinated me to learn about how it all transpired. Oh, let's see. Now, interestingly enough, long before I ever learned about spiritualism, before I knew anything about spiritualism, and while I was in college and in English class, one of the things that I had to do was go to an English lab and read excerpts and write a summary of what I read without plagiarizing it. Can anyone take a gander at what that article was that I was about to read about? Or what I was about to write about? It was about the Fox sisters. Yes, they were well known in my English class. Now, the birth of spiritualism, in fact, starts way back on March 31st, 1848. That was 5 years ago and 178 years ago, if my math is correct. I read.
That's a weird word.
Okay. Let's see. If the Fox sisters heard rapping sounds, which were thought to be communication from the other side. The emergence of spiritualism as a popular movement began in the United States in the mid-1800s and has courted controversy ever since. It is defined more as a movement than an organized religion, covering myriad practices from overtly Christian to vehemently atheists. It is believed that departed souls can interact with the living. Spiritualists seek to make contact with the dead, usually through assistance of a medium, a person believed to have ability to contact spirits directly. The Fox sisters played an important role in its creation, even though they later confessed to fraud. In the mid-1800s, reports began emerging that Kate and Margaret Fox had made a connection with the spirit of a man apparently murdered in their home in the hamlet of Hydesville. Kate, who was 11 at the time, and Margaret, who was 14, were soon known in the neighborhood for their apparent dialogue with the dead, requiring their mother to write a supporting statement confirming their own observation. Communications took the form of rappings, which the sisters interpreted as messages from beyond the grave. This, along with other manifestations, seeing or hearing spirits, visions, emotional or physical reactions, other noises, and more, now make up the core components of spiritual channeling. The practice of seance and communication with spirits spread rapidly, particularly in Britain and France, become a popular pastime of Victorian drawing rooms. At a time when many families have ravaged by tragedy, were ravaged by tragedy, from high infant mortality, cholera, typhoid, and war. The first spiritualist church in the UK opened up in Kiley, Yorkshire, in 1853. The Fox sisters became world famous, going on tour with public seances across from where am I? The Fox sisters became world famous, going on tour with public seances across the U.S. They had relentless supporters and critics, gaining followers, craving their spiritual counsel, as well as anger and dismissal from many church leaders. In 1872, Kate married a London barrister. Where was that? Sorry, this thing keeps losing where. Oh, barrister and spiritualist converter, moving to England and performing seances for the rich and famous. Despite their sudden fame, Kate and Margaret Fox struggled with alcoholism, and publicity denounced their communication with dead as a fake service. In 1888, Margaret confessed the rapping sounds had been created by her double-jointed toe. The New York Herald reported on October 22nd, 1888, there stood a black-robed, sharp-faced widow working her big toe, solemnly declaring that it was in this way she created excitement that has driven so many persons to suicide or sanity. One moment it was ludicrous, the next it was weird. Both she and Kate had begun it. Margaret said as a prank on their superstitious mother. Spiritualists condemned her confession as a lie, told probably for money and possibly under influence of alcohol. Kate died in 1892 and Margaret a year later. Both sisters lived their final years in poverty and were buried without ceremony in Poplar's grave. About that time, Spiritualists gained one of its most famous, celebrated adherents, author Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes. Doyle joined the Society of Psychical Research in 1893 and experimented with table tippings and automatic writing as possible methods of contacting the spirits. In 1917, during the Great War, when nearly every household in Britain had suffered loss, Doyle gave his first public lectures in spiritualism. The state of New York is known as a hub for the intense religious activity. The Mormon Church of Millerism, the precursor of the Seventh-day Adventism, were also formalized from this area. The Fox family's original cottage has long been a place for pilgrimage for those interested in the growth of the spiritualism movement. In 1916, the cottage was moved to Lilydale within the New York State, but burnt down in 1955. A replica was built, but that burnt down too in 1983. The National Spiritualist Association of Churches then bought the plot where a museum was dedicated to the spiritualist movement in the area. The 300 residents in the town of Lilydale, also an important place to early spiritualists who felt guided by the dead to commune there in the 1870s, now welcomes more than 22,000 people each summer for talks and events, and bills itself as the world's largest center for science, philosophy, and religion of spiritualism. Hydesville Day is marked online by churches and organizations in UK, including the Spiritualist National Union. Very interesting to know about the birth of spiritualism, and it's always really cool doing seances every single Wednesday. I love being part of a seance, and knowing about the Fox sisters and doing seances and being a trance medium and everything. So, in conclusion, I like it. So yeah, that's all I have. You guys have
Thank you, Avery.
You're welcome.
Yeah, from my readings, I found that the Fox sisters denied that it was the real thing due to pressure, because the pressure of having to constantly produce and all the negativity associated with it, because the ones that didn't believe, they were always antagonizing them. And I think they finally just got tired of it. Yes, you're right, it's all fake, hoping that the pressure would suddenly be released. It was like, they kind of damaged the reputation of spiritualism when they did that. But it overcame, and we're here, so that's good. Now is the love offering.
We're in proof of spiritualism.
Oh yeah. Now we have the love offering today, so we're asking for donations for a church to keep it going. And I almost pulled out a credit card. There's thank you, Charles. I also have a business card that I'm going to pass around with there. Some people prefer to use PayPal or Zelle, and so there's a QR code there if you'd like to make your donation online instead of cash. So, infinite spirit, in the spirit of unconditional love, we give thanks to this generous gifts that have been received today. This offering will work to ensure that we continue to gather in your name. May these supporters also receive abundance in their own lives. We ask that you bless this gift, this congregation, and this church. Let it bloom as the sunflower does so well. Amen. Thank you. Now it's time for the announcements, and I guess I might as well. Thank you. Now it's time for the announcements, and as Eric was bringing it up, we have our membership dues that are now. It was supposed to actually be last month, but I kind of slipped my mind. So we're making April the official month for it to receive a renewal of your membership. And if you're new, if you want to become a member, we do have forms in the back that you can fill out. It's $15 a year annually, and you get to vote in our elections for the board members. So that's to remind you to everybody that you need to update. The next thing is the Soul Search Expo. Next week is the Soul Search Expo. It is going to be in Palo Alto. It's actually at the Crown Plaza Hotel on El Camino. I'm going to be attending on the Saturday because the church is going to be represented. We're going to have a table there, but Avery's going to be working the table on both days because the next day is church and I have to be here. So that's the way that's going to work. So, and I think it's $15 to get in unless you register online, then it's free. So that's worth doing. So I would do that if you're planning on attending. Let's see, I got another note here. It's related. What did that say? Oh, that was old. That's old stuff. Okay. But anyway, so the next Soul Search after that, let's see, it's Las Vegas. So if you want to wait until the next week, you can go down to Las Vegas and go down there. Also, the very next weekend, the 17th through the 19th, the New Living Expo. This is the big one. So they have a really big one. It's in Marin though, so you have to go all the way out to Marin. There's 3 days. There's a lot of interesting lectures. I think it's $30 to enter that one. If you're willing to go to that one. It's a bigger event than Soul Search. So if you're interested, you can go to that or check out on it by going to newlivingexpo.com. And that'll give you information. They have the schedule for the different lectures and happening on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You have the date on that?
The 17th through the 19th, April 7th. So it'll be the weekend after ours, after Soul Search. Okay. Let's see, we have our own psychic show for festival or expo, if you want to call it. It's the Spirit Psychic Fair, and it's going to be on May 31st, so it's only one day. All the lecture slots are full now. So if you're thinking, I want to give a lecture, sorry, we're all full out. And in fact, for the first time, we're going to be doing a seance demonstration as one of the lectures. So that'll be interesting. And we'll try to turn the lights down. It's going to be hard to do, but we'll see what happens. And Avery's going to be working that, right? Yeah. So Avery will probably be going into trance. Lisa will probably be going into trance. And I think I have to attend because we do our weekly ones, and I'm like a battery, an energy battery. So I need to be there in order to get that energy up. It'll be open to everybody. So, and it's a $5 entry fee. I probably haven't been bringing that up. But it's like, that's got to be a deal, right? To get in there. Okay. And we're also going to be having raffles. So I haven't worked out all the raffles, but typically we have two $50 prizes, and then we have free readings. So people submit for a free reading that can be used as a raffle ticket. And so I think we're going to have 3 of those too. So as we get closer to it, I'll have more details.
Well, speaking of that, the
Yes.
person that got us a free reading from me never got back to me.
Oh, you did not?
Yeah.
You never cashed in? Oh. Well, it's his loss. It's like he got the piece of paper. It looks like a ticket. So, oh well. Sorry. And from our seance, I have some information to share. We now have 5G, which for our cell phones is 5G. It's the fastest thing. They're going to be coming out with 6G. This is the one to worry about. Spirits from other groups and our group have confirmed 6G is not good for us, and it's going to cause like headaches for us. So you want to stay away from the 6G towers. If you end up getting a phone that has 6G on it, you do not want to be putting it to your head, because you have to do it through the speaker or through the earbuds or something like that. So I'm just warning you, when 6G comes out, it's not healthy for you. And in the other group, they said we need to protect ourselves from that for about 6 to 8 months. And I'm thinking, well, why 6 to 8 months? Because after 8 months, it'll still be there. But I'm thinking that by the 8th month, people are going to figure out it's unhealthy, it's causing headaches, it's making people get sick. So they'll probably have to discontinue that service. So that's why I'm thinking 6 to 8 months. But I don't know, I'm just speculating on that part. But I thought I wanted to share that with you. Also in our seance, one of our spirits said that in about 20 years, they're going to come out with holographic TVs. Because if you remember, we had a 3D TVs that were out, and that was like a big thing at the time. Yeah, get your 3D TV. And it died. It died. Nobody wanted it. This next generation is going to come out. This is going to be the big one. It's going to be more holographic. It's like the Spirit says it's going to blow your minds when this stuff comes out. But so you're going to have to wait 20 years for it. Anyway, it'll be out. And you know when it first comes out, it's going to be expensive. But just to let you know, it's going to be out there. That came out during our seance. And also, during one of our seances, we had a spirit come in that hadn't crossed over all the way. It happens sometimes. And so we have to walk them into the white light. When we did that, I think Avery even mentioned, I felt this heavy presence. This person was upset, and they needed to transfer over. When they finally got over there, I think you said that all of a sudden you felt it went away. Mm-hmm. That heaviness just went away, even Lisa too. But at the beginning, once he got to the light, he was afraid to go in. But then he finally did. Well, I asked one of our spirit guides about that. I was like, well, why are they afraid of this white light? And they said, because some people are afraid of Judgment Day. They're afraid that once they get over there, that's when they're going to get judged. And they're going to be in trouble, and they're going to have to pay penance and stuff like that. All these things that religion has drummed into us. It's like, it's not true. And he's found that out by now. But that's part of the fear of crossing over the white light. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I hadn't thought about that because of what we believe. No, we don't believe that kind of stuff. It was like, so it's fine for us. But for some that have been heavily steeped in fundamental Christian movements, and it's like, they're afraid. They're afraid to go over there. So, or they might be sent somewhere else. They get their judged. Okay, you got to go over there. So
Go through that door.
yeah. And okay, and then I wanted to finish. Yeah, this is garbage. Well, I wanted to finish. Somebody made a little joke about Zoom meetings. They said Zoom meetings are like seances with living people. Like, huh? And they said, Brian, can you hear us? If you can hear us, make a sound, move or do something. So that's kind of funny.
Actually, that's kind of
That
sense.
it is funny. And the very last thing that I wanted to bring up is we had our flea market yesterday to represent the church. We actually made, I thought we made like $80. We made $162. It's like, which really surprised me. So that was good. That's all that money is going to the church. And Avery made friends with Jack Daniels. Not the drink, a dog. There's a dog over there named Jack Daniels. Yes. And he wasn't too friendly. He's like, oh, we want to pet the dog, And the dog was kind of obliged, okay, I'll give you a thrill, let you pet me. And so we petted him, and then he went off and did his own thing. He wasn't really that thrilled with it until Avery started eating the sandwich. Suddenly he had his best friend. He was there just stuck to him, just staring at him.
Then I was able to pet him all day.
Yeah.
That's the only time I was able to really pet him.
So apparently that's the secret with new dogs.
That's the secret. You get an unfriendly dog, you put food out. Then they love it.
So I think that's it for our message. For our announcements. So I'd like to move on now to billet readings. Today's billet readings, and Eric was kind enough to bring us our billets, and I believe it is you and I that are participating today. Okay. We have 5, so I will do 2, and then you do 3.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Good deal.
Okay, we move into that, and I'm going to pick the one that's really standing out because somebody didn't just make a symbol, they made a lot of stuff in here. It's almost like glittery. It's like, well, I got flowers, a star, little stars, and hearts. So this is what this looks like. This is yours. So I'm going to ask Spirit to come in, step in. As soon as I said step in, I see steps. Like, their steps are coming down to meet us because they have to lower their energy in order to meet with us. But then it turned right around, and the person this is for, they're taking steps going up, so they're getting higher and higher. This is just what just suddenly hit me. So I see steps, and I see this person's feet going up. They're going up higher and higher. Oh, it's getting higher and higher and higher up into the clouds. So this person is graduating up to the next level. And then, I don't mean by graduating, I don't mean going to the other side, but I mean spiritually advancing, they're graduating and get higher and higher and higher and higher, up to the clouds even. So, okay, let's see what that is. Well, based on what I just saw, I'm going to have to say yes. It's going to take some effort on your part because you have to take step after step after step. If you've ever gone to a museum or someplace where there's a monument, and you take these steps that go higher and higher and higher, your legs start burning. It's like, oh, it's step after step after step. So I feel that there's energy required, but I see success. Because you keep going, keeping up higher and higher. There's no deviation. In fact, as soon as I said there's no deviation, I saw steps going to the side. We could branch off. They were all very faint. But the steps going up, the main course, that was strong and steady, very solid. So you're going to do good. You're going to do good this year. So that's the message that I have. Okay? And I'll do one more. Oh, here's another one. It's kind of like it. So we got stars. More stars. A lot of stars. This one, little star, little baby stars. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. They're all over. Oh, boy. Yes. Okay. And it's interesting because the stars are made with lines. It's like taking a pencil, put it down, or a pen, make it a line, and making the star that way. So that the star is made up of a bunch of lines, and then I got like pixie sticks. It's like taking a whole bunch of sticks, kind of like incense, and then dropping them down, like trying to tell your own fortune. It's like dropping them down and trying to analyze. It's not like tarot cards, but it's with sticks. It's like trying to get a reading from sticks. So I see that. It's like bunched up and dropped down and trying to analyze, trying to see what you can get out of that. And there's a ritual to this because now I see glitter being put around those sticks. It's like adding ritual to it, adding importance to it. Interesting to see what this is going to be. Now I want to read those sticks. Graduation. It's interesting that I said graduation at the very beginning. Graduation. Okay, now I see a graduation. Now I'm starting to see pictures. I'm seeing the square hat and the gown. And a sign, just like people are celebrating, they're hanging up signs. happy graduation, a cake, candles. Oh, I'm seeing the whole shebang, balloons. Boy, it's like a birthday party. So yes, I do see it. I do see it. 2026. You know, it's kind of interesting because I said I saw 2026 like big signs, and then I saw 27. I was like, whoa, where did that come from? Now I'm getting a dash, 2026, 2027. Okay, what does this mean? I'm sorry, I'm starting to see it could go this way, it could go that way. It's like at first I thought, yeah, 2026, but now I'm seeing there's such possibility it could go to 2027. Sorry about that. We want it to be 2026. All the energy is being pushed to 2026, but I think you're going to have to keep 2027 in your pocket, just in case. So I'm sorry, I can't give you better than that, but there it is. Okay, Avery?
Yes.
Oh, and just so you know, these eggs are free to take. Because some people came after I said that. The eggs are for you to take to kids or something. So I don't want to have any eggs. No, give them to kids, give them away to other people. It's Easter.
And they're not chocolate.
No, it's just a gift.
Oh, can you feel me?
Can I feel you?
Oh,
Feel me? You feel me,
do you
dog?
feel me, dog?
Yeah.
Feel me? You feel me? Wow. You feel me, dude? All right, good morning, family. That raised up my energy. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a positive day. Raise up the energy. Happy Easter. Speaking of Easter, oh, look at that. Positive energy. Hearts. Hearts, hearts. Hearts, 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 hearts. Love, 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 love. All right, a bunch of hearts. So whoever this is, I see a bunch of hearts. I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes, see who this belongs to, and see what spirit comes through. Wow. Just a big giant heart. And it feels very hurry? No, not hurry. It feels very furry. And it comes up to me, and I feel like I can pet this heart. And I feel very embraced by this heart. I feel like I can hug it. I feel loved. The answer to your question, though, is yes, it will come. Just be a little bit more patient. It'll come in time. I haven't opened up this billet. I feel like you're looking for love. Yeah, the answer is just be patient. It's coming. Okay, love and blessings to you. God bless you. You already know. You already know. The answer is patience. Okay? So how cute is this? Again, more stars, more stars, more stars. And this looks like a cat. Meow! Oh wow, somebody else just meowed with me. And stars. A cat, it's smiling, it's happy. Happy, 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 and a bunch of stars. Whoa! This cat just came up to me and I feel like it's just like gigantic. And it just wants to put its face up against me. It's just embracing me. Oh, hello there, little guy. Hello, hello. A lot of embrace. A lot of embrace. A lot of love. People today, they just want to feel a lot of love. And I just want you to know that you are loved. You are embraced. And you feel that. Open your arms to that. And allow it to come in. God bless you. Love and blessings. Okay? That is what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. This looks like just a bunch of like scratchy lines. Scratchy lines. Alright? It's a bunch of lines that are, I want to say that it's almost like a cat that took some claws and just went. Alright? Kind of cute, right? Talk about cats. How many people like cats over here? Alright, a lot of cat lovers. Okay, alright. I love cats. I also love dogs. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Let's see. So it's not negative what you see it, but it's almost like you've been feeling like you've been having scratches in your life. Because what I just saw was like it was like a cat that like scratched you. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody's been scratching you in your life. Okay? So you feel like you've been scratching, like somebody scratched the surface. And it feels like you've been teased, like frustration, like it's stings, okay? It's a lot of stinging, a lot of frustration, a lot of it. It doesn't feel good, but what it tells me is that you have to step back and you have to open yourself up a little bit more. You have to not listen with your eyes, but you have to listen with your ears. And you have to slow down. Love and blessings. Again, this is something that you need to start paying more attention to. Spirit, God bless you. There's been tension with this person. Tension. God bless. Happy Easter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, everybody. Oh, let me not step on the electrical cord, please.
Well, I hope those that received messages, they were beneficial, they understood what they were. So I would ask, did that make sense? And it's like, who am I going to ask?
And even though I'm already certified, if you still want to, if you still feel like you got a beneficial one, go ahead and put out there a evidential card for me.
You mean a mediumship?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's kind of hard to do with billets because then they're
Oh, it
divulging
is?
who they are.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. You don't got it.
But after the service, I think Avery is available for mini readings if you
Yeah,
want to
that's
have
true.
one for about $20.
Matter of fact, your mother wants me to talk to you.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
He's already busy, sorry.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to close our service with the benediction. And that benediction is, may the understanding of our minds, the meditation of our hearts, and the obedience of our will to the still small voice within lead us to live spiritualism, science, philosophy, and religion. bless us now as we go our separate ways, and until we meet again, which will be next week. So, oh yeah, I should probably remind you, we have the eggs that we're giving away, but next week is going to be our 100th service. That's right, it'll be our 100th service that we had, and I'm going to be giving away little cactus plants. So if you want to come next week,
that too?
you're gonna miss that. No cactus for you. Sorry.